Kenny, fat Laura, come get some dinner. That's what I would say to Tina named Reno when we were offset saying, it's time to dinner like two. They're like, that's great, let's put that in a movie. My person, what's some other great lines? Your mom goes to college. That's not me. Chelsea. My lips are real bad. Just go like Chelsea. Not planned. Not planned. I just always have chapstick. Because my lips flip and hurt every day. Because I kiss so many people. Wait, what? My favorite animal? Oh, for the movie? Oh, I thought you meant that for real. I do like tigers. They're almost like tigers. Tigers are pretty much my favorite animal. I like a lion and tiger mixed. Redford skills of magic. There's some magic for you. No problem.
Thank you.
So the whole world can hear. That's a good one. That's so much stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, just to introduce myself, my name is Albert, and first and foremost, I do like to welcome you to the city of Edmonton. Just to move forward with my question is, what's it like working on the set of Napoleon Dynamite overall?
It was awesome. I get that question a lot. Like, what's your favorite project that you've all ever worked on? I hate to make this the Napoleon Dynamite hour, but it still is kind of like closest to my heart. It was so much fun. It was the first film I ever did. So I was a college student. We were an extremely independent project. We didn't have any studios or distributors attached. So it was just a bunch of students who had a little bit of money. Let's go up to Idaho and shoot for a month. And we would have, we didn't have trailers, we didn't have anything. I stayed at the Plaza Inn because they thought that would be fancy for the actors. While all the rest of the crew just spent the night in friends' houses who lived around there. But I didn't have a trailer, so going to set, I'd shoot, and then in between, I'd be working on the boondoggles. I made most of those by myself. I took a lot of pride in the scout camp when I made those. And that was the vibe of it. It was so much fun because we all kind of considered ourselves the original fans because at the time, we didn't know if anybody would ever see this film. We're like, well, we're making it. I just hope it gets burnt to DVD so I can show it to my friends and family. And after it got into Sundance, it kind of took off from there. It was like a whirlwind dream come true. But before that, like I said on set, we'd shoot a scene, and then actors and the crew alike would all be quoting that scene right after. Because we're like, oh, we loved it. We think it's great. Oh, cool. Yeah.
So far, I enjoyed the humor and I also enjoyed the setting of the movie.
The set, Idaho.
Yes.
Idaho. Yeah, Preston, Idaho.
And also the setting in the movie almost doesn't look like it's from the early 2000s, but almost from the 80s.
Yeah, well, the point was to kind of create, you've all probably been to small towns before. This is it was the idea of small town USA, or small town really anywhere, where they're kind of stuck in a time capsule and they have internets, but not everything's up to date in terms of fashion or pop culture. So that was kind of what we're going for. We had a lot of confusion. People were like, does this take place in the 70s or the 80s? But Kim was chatting online with babies. So we're confused. But it was probably the 80s. He probably just used his time machine to go into the future to get the internet, right? He was chatting with babes online in 2007.
Anyways, thanks for your answers here.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, we got the nice. Everybody's here. Oh,
There's
a person under me.
Hello, Jon. It's nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
Big fan of Napoleon Dynamite.
anime, I think, Napoleon Dynamite definitely gets in this top 10 movies of all time.
Sweet. You're it.
So, and my question is, I just learned actually earlier this week that there's like Napoleon Dynamite animated cartoons there. And so my question is do you find that with having an animated series that you can kind of go a little more crazier with some of the ideas than you would just be able to do with live action?
See, that's how well they promoted the show. These people are just now finding out that there's an animated show. We were totally excited to do the animated show because we knew, well, it was a way to get everybody back together. It was like a big reunion. But it was like the characters, each one was so well defined and so unique and different that we could totally see them existing in the cartoon world. Because they all have their one-liners. We were ready to, create new one-liners and all these horrible things. But I think in his world, Napoleon, he lives in his own world. Kind of like in a lot of the movies about how the things are going on inside his head and ligers and skills and just kind of the way he views the world. And so I think in the show, we can play with that a little bit more and we can we have an episode about ligers and the training grounds, they kind of talk to each other. So we push the boundaries of realism a little bit more and we get super existential. This comment is getting way too deep. I think that was one of the things we were most excited about in doing the cartoon. And I thought it turned out great. If you haven't seen it, I think it's online somewhere. It's awesome.
Yeah,
somewhere. Yeah. I should know this. Now I'm doing a horrible job of promoting. Go online and look up animated series.
Subscribe now to Netflix and watch the whole animated series. But you never thought that the animated series would ever just kind of become way too silly or way too over the top at all?
There's a little bit of that worry, I guess, but I think it was in good hands with having Jared at the helm, and we had some really good, writers and people involved. We can get a little bit sillier than we did in the movie, but it is a cartoon, we're allowed to do a little bit, but I still think, the fact that we didn't have an episode where he doesn't go into space or anything, we were like, it all still takes place in Preston, Idaho. There's still that world, and we kept it somewhat small. So I think it was a good blend.
Thank you very much, man. No problem.
Thank you.
Hi. I love you so much.
I heard you. It looks like a fart.
My knees are shaking right now.
What?
My knees are shaking right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why am I copying everything she said?
I've had a major crush on you ever since I was 6.
I'm looking for the question here. This is gonna be she's gonna be like, Jon,
were you actually that nerdy and Napoleon Dynamite in your life when you were a teenager?
would it change your crush status? Okay. I didn't have that curly of hair. I didn't wear moon boots during the summer. During the winter, yes. No, I wasn't that. No, I was awkward, but I wasn't that socially awkward. I didn't have a lot of girlfriends, or a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend in high school. Giving way too much, Look, you guys just know everything now. I just laid it out. I wasn't super popular with the girls, but I also didn't really try. I was just kind of kept to myself, kind of like Napoleon did. I was very much into drawing. I did all the drawings in the movie. Although that takes skill to make them look that crusty. It's exactly inspired by we all know those kids in high school, middle school who used to draw like that, right? Would you draw that little dragon or ninja? Shut up, go away. Finishing is cheating here, okay? Sweet. That's totally, in high school I was a pretty good drawer, so that was kind of my homage to the kids would copy off of me. They're like, oh, I'm gonna draw this too. Anyways, but yes, I was kind of nerdy, yeah, for sure.
That made my day.
John, can we talk a little bit about the Scoundrels? Just because I feel like that's a super underrated movie that I personally really love. I don't know why it's not more popular than others.
Yeah, what questions? Let's see. School for Scoundrels. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast making it. Billy Bob Thornton was awesome to work with. He's like a southern gentleman. He had really dirty jokes and stuff. So you're making my ears bleed. It was a lot of fun. I mean, let's see, what kind of question?
Well, I mean, like, the cast, it was insane. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many of them gone on to, like, John June just got the Emmy.
Yeah, Jim Parsons. Yeah, we had. There was a lot of. You look at a lot of the Scoundrels, and there's like the casting director was handpicking all these guys. Like Aziz is one of them. You have Jon Heder. He's great. He's great. He was on the Today Show, Daily Show. But yeah, no, it was great. It was awesome to be in good hands. It was like all these super talented guys, and I felt very like intimidated and everything. So it worked nicely.
Cool. Who's next?
Hi there, my name is Liam, and I just wanted to say that I really liked you with your voice character in Surf's Up. I still have the movie, and I love watching it, and I love watching.
He still has the movie. You didn't throw it away yet?
Yeah, and my question for you is when you did Napoleon Dynamite, like with the cast, and did each person, like not just you, but like the cast, did they bring their own kind of element in the characters, or was it just like completely scripted, or did you like create the characters as you went along with your personalities?
You're talking about Surf's, or you're talking about
Napoleon Dynamite.
the TV show.
The movie.
The movie. I'm so on top of things. Yeah, no, it was pretty scripted. There wasn't a lot of improv or anything because Jared had a very clear vision and he wrote, and it was like the lines were so good we didn't want to really change it at all. And I think that was kind of the style of the film. We weren't trailing off; it was very controlled, and we loved it that way. But yeah, we kind of found it helped that the main character.